Hi, I'm Sage Rountree. I'm a coach, a yoga teacher, and author of The Athlete's Guide to Yoga. What I'll show you today is a great pose for runners that's going to stretch the entire backside of the body, the part that helps propel us forward and gets really tight when we run. It's probably the pose that comes to mind when you think of yoga, downward facing dog. Generally, we have our hands and feet on the ground when we do down dog, but a great first step is to do it against a prop, like your kitchen counter or a wall or your car if you've driven to a run. It's actually a safe place to practice up against the car because downward facing dog proper is an inversion with your head down below your heart. So it might not be appropriate after a very hard or long workout. After a gentle workout and easy run, absolutely fine. And in this version I'm about to show you, totally safe anytime. Come to your prop. This boulder could represent a picnic table or the hood of a car. Walk yourself away from it with your hands on it. So you're establishing a line with your feet hip distance apart between the feet to the knees to the hips, and with the hands shoulder distance apart on the prop. You walk back away from it until you feel a long line from your hips to your heels and from your hips to your hands. Then you can let your head come down in between your shoulders. Now don't straighten the knees too much. Keep them just a little bit soft as you fold. A great stretch for the back of the legs, but also for the back itself and for the shoulders and underarms. If you feel good doing that, fabulous, that might be enough for you. If you wanted to take the pose and turn it a little bit farther, come back to your mat. So the same lines that we felt when we did downward facing dog against the prop apply here on the mat too. The hands are shoulder distance apart, the feet are hip width apart. The hips are high and there's a line from the hips through the knees to the heels. The heels don't need to be down on the mat. And there's a line from the hips through the shoulders to the heels of the hands. It'll look something like this. And once you get here, you can play with it a little bit. You can tread your feet. You can shift forward and back through your shoulders until you find a nice position of the shoulder blades. Your neck should feel really free and comfortable. If it feels tense, you need to take this to a teacher and have a teacher give you a personal evaluation of where you might relax more and what the right alignment in your body might be. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, you'll need to bend your knees a decent amount. As they loosen up, you can move more towards straight and lift your tailbone. To come out, you'll shift forward and drop the knees. And it's nice to rest for a moment, let the blood shift back into its appropriate location. Downward facing dog, enjoy. For Competitor Running, I'm Sage Rountree.